Yo peoples, Wagwan, how you doing today? Yeah, welcome back to Donversation TV. Big up Blacker first and foremost. Yeah, before we even start talking, yeah, whether you're listening live or on a replay, make sure you like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Normally, as you know, it's Donversation. The old school angry Arsenal fan that vein pops out their head. Yeah. Today we're coming with something a little bit different. Yeah. This is a show that Blacker and myself have been talking about for a minute still. You hear what I'm saying? It was just getting time to pull it together. Yeah. And it's just called Izzy Talks because you know what, yeah, we're old school man them from Islington. You know what I'm saying? Was born and raised in this manner. That's the reason why we love the club that we do. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, what I'm saying, and so forth. If you've got any questions about anything and everything, what's it's like growing up in Islington and so forth,
Mm.
please just put it in the stream. This is what I'm saying. I always get to all comments, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, Blacker, we might as well start this thing. So you say man was born and raised in Islington as well? Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Where did it all begin? Tell me,
Uh,
like, talk to me, hospital wise, how you grew up and all that. But let's start from literally grassroots, from embryo times. You get what I'm
I,
saying? When mumsy
I-
and dad, yeah, was doing the deed, blood. You get what I'm saying? Talk to me, brother.
Obviously, Dad, me nah know the brother, you know. It's mad. We just go straight into it. But you know what, though? Bruv, it's wild because I was born in UCH, which
yeah,
is basically Camden. That's
yeah,
basically Camden in Euston. So, yeah, I was born over there.
yeah,
Nice little pretty hospital. Not quite the Whittington. I've been Whittington many times, but I was born in UCH. But the first house I lived in was in I think it's Jackson Road. Jackson Road is literally off Holloway Road.
yeah,
If you're from Islington, sort
yeah,
of,
you
you
know.
know, by the side of the Weatherspoons, you know the Weatherspoons closer towards where's it? Waitrose. That
Yeah,
way.
the Hornet.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called.
That's
So
what it's called now. Yeah,
exactly. So I'm just off one of them roads. You get me? Jackson Road, Lorraine Road. So yeah, man. Born there. One son to my mother. So
yeah.
yeah, man. It's
Oh, see,
just
so you was that spoiled child then that got everything that they wanted.
basically, man. Basically, it's I've one and done. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm the spoiled brat that made my mum say, you know what, man, this
yeah.
guy's too out of hand. He's just too spoiled. We can't have no more, man.
Yeah. Well, do you know it gets like that? Do you know it's not your fault, but it is what it is. At least you know you got everything that you that your mum thought you deserved at that present time. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you was born in Jackson Road, yeah.
Mm.
What primary school did you go to?
I went to Pakeman, you know. Pake.
Oh,
Wait, you know about Pakeman, yeah?
we
Yeah.
played them in football a few times when I was in school, blood. Like a
We
pig,
lost.
man. No, not my year, blood. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? You got to remember, you're just a little bit younger than me, my
yeah,
brother. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So, what we remember the pig, man.
I don't know. Actually, no. We had a baller. I think it was like 2 years older than me. One Rema. He used to play for. Hey, Yazol, big up,
Yes, all
man.
right. Fucking
Hey, we
phone
used to have
system.
one Rema. I think he used to. He was on. I think he used to play for Arsenal. You know, he was like two
Yeah,
years
yeah,
older than man. Now he was a baller, and we'll get to another story. Like one day,
yeah.
like I was trying to go out to play football. Break time. Fell down the stairs, running out, bust up my right leg.
Yeah.
Boom. Lunchtime, running out, fell down the stairs, bust up my left knee. Bro,
Serious.
no legs. Yeah. My man had to just put me on the back of his bike and just take me back home.
Serious. All right,
Serious.
what did your mum say about that? Because you know, let's say ethnic parents, when
Yeah.
certain things happen, blood, they go ham, blood. Because nobody touched my pickney and this and that and rare tear. You get what I'm saying?
You know what it is, man? My mum was just like, she knew, like, this guy just played too much football.
Yeah,
Like, you're silly, but you know, when you're so young, I'm like, yeah, must be like year 3, year 4. Like, can you imagine, like, just a little kid? So it's like, okay, like, he's hurt. He can't even walk home. It's just sympathy. And remember, I'm the only child, so it's you know, my mum's more like, maybe if you got brothers and sisters, it's like, but you have an old one too. Like, what are you doing? But
This
yeah,
idiot. You such an idiot. Yeah, because I know them one. Because you know, in our days, yeah, we were. I think we probably were the last generation to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard something the other day where it's like our parents, they didn't care about us, bro. Because from summer holidays and Saturdays and Sundays, well, when I went down to church and stuff, our parents used to let us play out, and then like we would even come back for lunch, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll give us a little, what, £1, £1.50 or something like that. They get me, like, but things were cheap back in those days. You
four
get me?
wings and chips.
Bro, are you mad? And then we'd be playing kicking ball, causing pure mayhem. You know what I'm saying? And we were like teeny bops. You get what I'm saying? But they were the best days of our lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about, like, do you know your family life? Because you did say you grew up with one,
Yeah.
like being one child, single
Mm,
mother and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to single mothers out there. Do you know what I'm saying? They
mm.
need more manners and respect, because you see the real single mothers, bro. They're the ones who grow real kings. You get me at times. Like, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So tell me more about your family life. Like, was it like a struggle? Did you find it easy? Was it things where, and I'm shooting a lot of questions to you, bro. If
Yeah,
you want to slow down,
yeah.
just say so.
I know,
Uh,
no. I'm gonna send it back your way.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah,
after this, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, how was it like being a single child? Obviously, that's like a trick question, just because it's different. But you know, like your friends had siblings. What was it like seeing that?
But to be fair, obviously, you sort of kind of want siblings,
Yeah,
but you know what? Like back in them days, I was all like nearly. It felt like every weekend
yeah,
I was with people.
mm,
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'd go to my cousins. My cousins would come round. I got my neighbors. I go
yeah,
upstairs to my neighbors. My neighbors were some Italians. You know what I mean? Like big up to the Italians. You know what I'm saying? Well, as I was getting older, I go
mm,
up there and play a football manager on their PC. Because true say, like, I didn't really have the consoles. Like, I'd have the consoles, but not the newest console. So I'd always have some sort of entertainment. It just weren't the latest. But as a kid, in them days, you're not spoiled. You're just happy. Like the PS1's out. Oh, I'm still on the Sega Mega Drive.
mm.
Sega Mega Drive. Okay, I've got the Dreamcast.
I'll see.
Now I got the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
And then I got the PS1, but the PS2's out. And then you gotta wait till 1, 2 years, and then the PS3's out, now you got the PS2. Or the
yeah,
slim PS2's out, now you got the big PS2.
yeah,
Like my cousin, after rating me,
yeah,
always used to, like, I'm sure it was him that always made sure his
yeah,
old console I always had. So that was like big bro.
yeah,
That was like I was never left wanting. Every
yeah,
time I had a new console, it was someone else's. But
yeah.
to me, as a kid, I weren't spoiled. I'm not like this new generation. Oh, I want an iPhone. I want this. I want that. I want a PS5. What do you mean you want a PS5? How about you have a PS3? See
Okay.
how we grew. But
Yeah,
so that's kind of how it was for me,
yeah.
and that's where I want to spin it to you now.
Oh, well, it's for me. Like, well, first and foremost, I was born
The beginning.
in Archway. Yeah. Well, not Archway, more off Hornsey Road. Yeah. I was actually born in Elthorne Estate. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? If you know, you know.
bit-
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was actually born at home. I've never actually spent a night in the hospital. And I'm a big man out here, bloody get me. You know, I could even say I got uncle status. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up also for winning 3-1. You know what I'm saying? That big up. But today it's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's just a conversation and a
Mm.
propaganda thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna ask if you like to ask me questions, we'll get to them. Right. But today we will get into football, but
Yeah.
it's just more about us. You know what I'm saying? Um, I was born and raised in Elthorne, like I said. And I went to St. Mark's, right, which was it's on Tollerton Way. Yeah, it's right up the
Yeah,
road from Duncan, right?
yeah.
And it I was a bad breed, you know what I'm saying? That it is what it is. I was just that child that okay, it was as some people call it the middle child syndrome. You get
Mm,
me? Yeah, I grew up with a single mom, which do you know what? Yeah, she did the best that she could at that time. But it
mm,
was one of those things where when you got an older brother and a younger sister, I always saw it as the older brother is the golden child, the younger sister, she's the baby. You know what I'm saying? So
mm.
I had to act in a way just to kind
Wait,
of just to get some attention. This is what I'm saying. I was a pitney. It is what it is what I'm saying. But like like growing up, yeah, because what was the other question? It was like primary school,
I
yeah.
was
To be
primary
honest,
school.
primary school, I was always in detention, bro. And like in my later years, like in primary school, I never had a playtime, bro. Never had a playtime.
Hmm.
Never blood. Yeah, well, I did obviously, but I was always that kid that was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Getting in trouble. You get me? I got fucking suspended at what was it? At 9 years old, bro. Do you get
Mm,
me?
yeah.
I was naughty, but then the one thing that gave me was I learned how to play chess. You know what I'm saying? And when it came to Islington, my school was the baddest, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I went to my first Arsenal match because of that. Yeah, but we'll get to that in a bit later. This is what I'm saying when it comes to Arsenal. Yeah, man. It was just mad growing up because it's like I was always outside, bro. I love football. You get me? And
Mm,
it wasn't just football because I used to do boxing as well. Yeah,
mm,
and sprinting. You get me? But back
yeah.
in those days, all you had to actually pay for was like things like boxing because football you can play with the man them from dusk till dawn. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, I went to Islington Boxing Club on Sunnyside Park. You get me? Yeah,
So, mm.
it's well
Elford.
known that
Yeah,
Elphorn, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's called Elphorn, but we used to call it Sunnyside. You know what I'm
Sunnyside.
saying?
I know. I think I
Yeah,
know exactly. It's the
yeah,
when you go around, it's
yeah.
there on the left,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're on the left, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And it was Big Ron that was that was running it at that time. Now his son's taken over. This is what I'm saying. So he's kept it in the family. So like big up you know what I'm saying, Islam Boxing Club. Yeah, it was legit for the man them. Do you get me? And it was just one of those things where like it was a road thing back in those days. Well, not road, like all your boys was playing out. But you see, the thing is, because I had a brother and a sister, and I got a massive family, yeah,
mm,
it was like you you had to shine somehow. You get me? My way of shining was like cracking jokes. You get me? Yeah, smiling, being bad, bro. You get me? Like if someone like let's say for example, my mum used to have parties when we was young. You get me? Yeah, and we used to always like as little pitney, we used to go downstairs, yeah, see the old people dancing to like all Morgan Heritage and like Bear Chicken, like you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about like parties that'll go until like 6, 7 in the morning, bruv, yeah. And you know when they're half drunk and shit like that, like 1 o'clock and we're not sleeping because we're playing what is it, Nintendo and stuff like that that my cousin used to bring around. We used to go downstairs and sneak down some alcohol. You get me? Yeah. So we're having a little party upstairs. You get me? And we're getting to go to your bed. You get me? But it was nice because it's like I always had, even though I had a brother and sister, I had like so many cousins around me. It was like this was our community. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So it was mad, bro. But quick question that I want to fire at you, bro.
yeah.
Um, you see, when you was young, did you face any racism because living in Islam? Because we know what it was like back in those days.
I'd say yeah and no.
Mm.
So the year is obviously, as you can see, man, black dog, as they say. You get me? So man's always being called, yo, you blick shit and all of this.
Yeah,
Like, but like obviously it used to sort of hurt, but it did used to hurt at a younger age, but I kind of grew out of it. Like, yo, I used to be like, blick, yo, it's not
yeah,
even a word in the dictionary. I used to just
yeah,
cook people. I'm like, what you mean, blick? It's not even a word in the dictionary. Like, you get me? So I used to get my way out of it, but people, they used to say one, two things in it. And when I was growing up, obviously, I used to have like my my jaw used to really it used
yeah,
to
yeah,
come
yeah, yeah.
out. So I used to go to like Great Ormond Street every
Yeah,
year for like a checkup and sort of things. So they say, "Ah, yeah, you look like a monkey and one, two things." But I thought that's just more appearance based. So I wouldn't necessarily say I was racially abused, but that sort of making you feel some type of way about your skin from complexion was
yeah,
more from black people.
yeah, yeah,
It was more black people that was
yeah,
trying to put man down, if
yeah.
that makes sense, to
Was
the
was
white people.
was this more in your early days or like secondary school?
Nah, not like secondary school is when I just wised up to it.
Mm,
Primary school is where I more face like sort of like you could say like a bullying kind of thing or sort of trying to take the mick out of man. But
yeah,
once you hit a certain age to be like, yo, car, man just used to play football.
yeah,
And then obviously we'll get into that, but
yeah.
yeah, man's like, nah. No
Uh,
more. No more.
do you know what? Yeah, with myself personally, I had a little bit of let's say in your face racism because dark skin, I was fat. Yeah,
Mm.
I still wear high tech to primary school and stuff like that. And if you don't know, like I know nowadays high tech is one of those fashionable, trendy kind of trainers. Yeah, back in our days, bruv, you used to get that shit from Dalston Market and the market in Holloway Road. This is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah,
That,
so it was one of those things where I at times I would get terrorized, bro. You know what I'm saying? Terrorized. And you see when you're black and you're fat, yeah, it's a mad combination, blood. You get me? And I used to get it from all corners, bro. It's mad because it's like when I was 7, yeah, 7, it's mad. PTSD, bro. When I was 7, me and my older bro, my mom said, "I shop in it." So I thought, yeah, let's go shop and see what we can buy for ourselves. You know, when your mom says keep the change, and it's like, even though it's like 30 pence, yeah, like
yeah.
you could get a bag of sweets for 30 pence. You know what I'm saying? The penny sweets and stuff like that. So what must have happened? There was just you, yeah, and they were Tottenham fans, in it, yeah. How ironic, yeah. Um, and they must have rushed me, my bro. You hit me like I was 7, my brother was just turned 9. Is what I'm saying. These were like 13, 14-year-old teens. You know what I'm saying? And even though now the age group isn't that bad, but at those age, just because of puberty, yeah,
One
they were a
year,
lot bigger than
mad.
us. Yeah. It,
Yeah.
it, it was mad. So they must have so they must have rushed us, bro. Yeah, what I'm saying that, yeah. Um, and like, yeah, you black, it's cool, bro. Like I said, now it's cool because karma's a bitch in it, and I'll get up. Like when we talk more about it later, I will come back to this story. You know what I'm saying? And you'll say, oh, yeah, yeah. But just know, say because I got older cousins, yeah, they handled it at that time, yeah.
Yeah.
But check out like later on, check how everything links up and how life is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then that was my like first taste of racism. But what I didn't realize as well was that the white boys in my school, yeah, like good kids, yeah. I don't really chat to them now because I don't really have no friends from back then. You know what I'm saying? Like life is life, it is what it is. Yeah, never did. But then what I didn't realize was the colored kids in school was never invited to certain people's parties.
Ah, yeah.
Is what I'm saying. And then when they like say Monday morning when they say, oh yeah, that was a sick party, that was sick, this and that, this and that, this and that. Big up Zare, yeah. Zare, sorry about your team yesterday, but today it's not about football right now. We're just talking, you know what I'm saying? We're just having a conversation. You get me?
Hold that.
Yeah. um and yeah, it's crazy because like when you're growing up and you're seeing racism, yeah, well, you're not understanding what racism is. You don't understand why you wasn't involved in certain people's parties. But
Mm,
then in school, you're playing football together. Yeah, you're playing had together with a gal. You're playing kiss chase together. Yeah,
mm,
if you know, you know. You get me? But then come a Saturday, you're not invited to certain people's parties. Yeah, it's only later on when my mom kept on explaining to me why. Yeah, and then I got it. You know what I'm saying? It literally just clicked. You know what I'm saying? That unfortunately, just because you're in primary school with people, just because you're playing and doing
yeah.
this, doing
Not even
that,
the kids.
yeah, and it's like the kids are okay at that point because it's not that they're not hearing certain things, they don't understand themselves certain things, they just know that you didn't come to their party, yeah, and I just understand that I wasn't invited to their party, and neither was anyone that looked like me or with a complexion or melanin in their skin. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Yeah, that's the first kind of that's the first kind of racism that I had grown up in Islington. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, yeah, it didn't change me. You know what I'm saying? So what were your like early influences? This is what I'm saying. We could be talking about parents, family, football. Was there like a moment in your adolescence years that changed you or shaped you in a certain way?
Yeah, nah. So obviously, I was just about to say, like, big up to Brandon because I went to his birthday party. My first couple of friends, they were probably white youths, in it.
Yeah.
So big up to them, man. But so the first influences, there was probably, I'd say, about three.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just it was three males, and maybe it's because you have no father figure, sort of. It was Trevor McDonald,
Facts. Yeah.
John Major,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Brady, and Ian Wright.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
three people, and that was 96, 2 years old, a
Mm,
little baby. Like
mm,
I just see the TV,
mm.
mommy, mommy. As soon as I can talk, I'm looking at the TV like, Ian Wright, Ian Wright, Ian Wright.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
obviously we'll come to that, but that's why I supported Arsenal. Trevor McDonald, the news at 10, you always see him, and I believe John Major was probably he was the Prime Minister at the
The
time as
Prime
well.
Minister added to, yeah,
There
from
you
96.
go. So
Yeah.
those are like the three people I see on the TV, just that person, you're
Yeah.
just a little baby. You don't
Yeah.
really know nothing, but the one that stuck was Ian Wright, and
Yeah.
it just made me fall in love with
Yeah. Of course. Nah, man, but that's a sick story still. Like, do you know what? Yeah, what you don't realize is that they were three positive people. This is what I'm saying. Three good people, powerful in their own respects. Like Trevor McDonald, that's the first black person to be on the news, right? And he took prime time at that time. Because remember, 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock was prime time TV.
yeah.
Ian Wright, look at that, like Nash said. You know what I'm saying? We know the accolades and where he came from and so forth. He grew up like us, bro, but in South London. You get me? And John Major, like Prime Minister, it doesn't get bigger than that in this country. This is what I'm saying. Like, that's sick still, man. That's sick still. You see, with me, because I'm an 80s baby,
Yeah.
my influences were a lot different. It wasn't more TV based because I was born in a black and white era. Because like I'm without giving my age away too much, yeah. Like I'm unks, you get what I'm saying? I'm big unks now. You get me? It's more of mine were more negativity, let's just say. Without saying too much, let's just say mine were negativity just because it's like I didn't have no let's say black people in front of me, yeah, or on TV at that time where I could be like, yeah, I'm gonna look up to. And a lot of my family members, yeah, they're on the other side of the track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm seeing certain things, I'm seeing man move certain things. You get what I'm saying? I'm seeing like growing up then you see a lot. You get me? You see a lot of let's just say things that I would have never shown my kids or my younger cousins if I was in that realm or in that world. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mad
So
Max Biggs and that.
that's what I wanted to see. I wanted like my cousin. I remember my cousin picked me up from school. Yeah. He drove what was it? A Ford. I think it was a Ford Escort drop top. Yeah, brand new at the showroom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about. I think it was like a F-Reg or something like that. And if you know what F-Reg is, yeah, that's taking it back. Before numbers, we had letters. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's mad, bro. Like first thing, I'm like, I'm in his lap, bro. Yeah, trying to drive his car. You hit me? Yeah. And that's my earliest memories, bro. So they're the kind of people that unfortunately I had to look up to because not growing up with a father, especially in those days, that like because it was straight after all of the like the marches in Brixton and so forth, right after like where black people actually could come out of factories and start working proper jobs. You know what I'm saying? Getting peas where like big up Margaret Thatcher because Margaret Thatcher did a lot for the coloured folks in London, like in England. People don't understand the reason why we can get mortgages, reason why we can have bank accounts, yeah, was because of Margaret Thatcher. Yeah. So that's just a little history lesson, people. You get me? But it's just one of those things where like what I'm seeing was every good role model that I had in my family as a male, there were 5 on the other side. Yeah. And the 5 on the other side, I was always seeing because my mom was such a hospitality and a a good person. Like I said, all the parties and all of the gatherings was always at my yard. You know what I'm saying? Always at my yard and stuff like that. Yeah. And my mom's a God-fearing woman. She's a Christian and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I used to go to church every Sunday, Saturday school when I was little piece. You get me? So, but yet, but yet, it was one of those things where my life could have been written just because of 1 or 2 family members. Do you hear what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my life. Like I said, like where you had more of the positive side of the role models, I kind of grew up on the other side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? It's just mad. But when did you start supporting Arsenal? You know what I'm saying? And why? It's a double-headed question.
Yeah, so I started supporting Arsenal, bruv. Like I said, around 2 years old, 1996-ish. Arsene Wenger just come in, and it's
Yeah.
just Arsene Wenger, Ian Wright. That's the only people I used to know. JVC, obviously, I ain't at Mumsy's, but
All right, bro. I think your mic's bugging out a little bit. You know.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, people, just give him 1 second. You know, unfortunately, this stuff happens at times, is what I'm saying, because YouTube is just being YouTube, but big them up, you know what I'm saying? Because without this kind of platform, we can't kind of tell our stories and just give a little backstory into who we are and why we are here. This is what I'm saying. Like I advise everyone to do it just because, do you know what, right? Everyone always sees like people like and big up Flawless because like I got this idea from Flawless. You know what I'm saying? Me and Blackheart, to be honest, because it's one of those things where it's nice. It's not even flowers because that's Flawless thing. My thing is just we're having a conversation out here. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this show is going to be once a week. It's going to be on mine and Blackest channel. You know what I'm saying? So the link's in the description. So please, people, can you go onto his channel as well and like and subscribe? This is what I'm saying. We're all out here to win together. You know what I'm saying? This is the community. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that there's certain platforms that ain't going to help us. So do you know what we're going to do? We're out here to help ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And help each other because each one has to teach one. You get me? But yo, Blacker, yeah, I'll rerun that question again, bro. It says, when did you start supporting Arsenal and why?
What is it better now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better now. Much better now.
Yeah, so like I was saying, 1996-ish, 2 years old. I didn't really know nothing, but I just knew Ian Wright, Arsene Wenger. I was a baby. I didn't know nothing. But that, like I said, my influence was Ian Wright, and I can't really tell you why he was my influence, but I just used to see him on the TV. That was the one personality that I used to see. It's like my mum would tell you, yeah, I used to love him. She bought me like them little dolls, them little figurines, like, and I still got it. There's a video, it's on my channel when I linked Ian Wright, and I'm like, yo, you're the reason I started supporting Arsenal. I got a little doll of you in my house. I would have showed you, but I can't find it. Like, but then I recently posted that little action figure, and yeah, man, that's the reason why I started supporting Arsenal. Like I said, 94, that's when I'm born.
Yeah,
96, Wenger, Ian Wright. So, bruv, 2 years, like your baby. I started
yeah.
playing football at 4. So everything is young. Everything is young. So that's sort of what drove me to support Arsenal. What about you?
Do you know what? I'll support Arsenal because of my granddad.
Mm,
It's mad. God bless his soul. I never met him.
mm,
But when my granddad first came to this country off the boat, that sounds mad. Okay, now let me rephrase it. When my granddad was invited to this country to help bring Britain back to what it was after the Second World War, um, the first team that he liked was the Gunners because it's a name and the Gunners is my granddad's fresh from yard, Spanish Town Barn. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like, yeah, I'm saying
Gun.
if you know, yeah, if you know, you know. So when it was the Gunners, like, it was mad. And my mom always said to me when I was young, like she said that I always reminded her of her dad, you know what I'm saying? And looks wise and like
Mm,
she said her dad was a good hearted person, but he was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he loved Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? So it's that connection right there. But And because of that, I always grew up loving Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I grew up that when you go to school in Islington, you're either Arsenal, yeah, or you're Tottenham. There was no like the only people that were Man United or Liverpool was because if your parents came from Liverpool or Manchester and they came down to London to live. This is what I'm saying, to try and make more money because we're the capital city. Yeah. So and I was Arsenal. I was never gonna deter my way from it. You know what I'm saying? And like when I saw Ian Wright there, what was it, 91? Um, like when I'm watching interviews of them saying that like kids in the playground used to like think there was Ian Wright trying to score through the bogle like Ian Wright. It was that's facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this, yeah. We never had like let's say a black person on TV, especially for myself, that was like us, and you we could and like do you know when he says auras, you can resonate. Did you know when do you know when they come with that term rule recognize rule? It's like you see one of yourselves, but on TV because he came with that personality. He didn't give a fuck, bro. Yeah, my man's doing the bowl on TV, bro. You get me? I've never seen that. I've never seen no players do that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you see like the Brazilians in was it USA 90 doing the dancing and all of that, but we never saw that from a British black player. You get me? Yeah, someone that like didn't take no disrespect from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like even though I supported Arsenal before, maybe because I got older, even though I was still a single digit, because I understood certain things at that point in time, it's like I got closer. I grew closer to Arsenal. Yeah, when Ian Wright was there. You get me? And like even though we had Rocky, Rocky was more timid. You know what I'm saying? Ian Wright was the firework. You get me? Ian Wright was like one of us. You get me? So it was crazy and nice at the same time. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, that's my love. That's my love and my beginning for supporting Arsenal, bro. So yo, did you ever kick ball? You know what I'm saying? And if you did, yeah, no worries. Go to. Yeah. People, just give 1 second, yeah. Black will be back in 1 second. He's just sorting out his mic and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, technical ability. So while Black is away, yeah, I would just elaborate on one or two things. You know what I'm saying? And like it's crazy because my first football match was I think it was 1991. Remember when I said to you, like, I played chess? I'm bad at chess. I've even got a glass chessboard in my living room. Do you know what I'm saying? One day, like, give it a couple months, yeah, and then I'm gonna stream it, and then I'm gonna put my chessboard and everything in the back. And don't worry, you'll see, you'll see sounds. Just watch the space, people. Anyway, we won a chess tournament for Islington and Haringey. It was my school that won it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was 7-3. Like my mom's got some medals for me in her yard. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Like, and because we won, we were able to go to an Arsenal match, and in turn that was my first Arsenal match. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. My first Arsenal match, like I was gas blood. Yeah, and we was playing Man United. I think it was like March or something like that. I knew the sun was out, so it's like I was young, bro. And who was it? What's his name? I know my man scored a hat trick. What's his name? Oh, fucking hell.
What, Alan
That white
Smith?
brother. Alan Smith. Yeah, Alan Smith. Alan Smith, yeah. Alan Smith scored a hat trick. I think we won like 3-1 or 4-1 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That was the early days of fuck Man United. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like my first Arsenal match. You get me? And like, even though I grew up in a certain way, especially in primary school, like the detentions, something good came out of that. And the good thing that came out of that was I learned a new skill, and that skill has stayed with me to life because I've taught all my kids how to play chess and so forth, and they're really good right now. You know what I'm saying? They ban up so many people. And I went to my first Arsenal match. You get what I'm saying? And like here we are now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, getting back to you, Blacker, bro. Yeah. Did you ever kick ball?
Yeah.
If you did, what happened? Yeah. Yeah. And how good was you in your opinion?
Yeah, so I started kicking ball about 4 years old. So as soon as I could, so like I said, from 2 years old, I wanted to play football. When I started supporting Arsenal, Ian Wright, but being a 2 year old, 3 year old,
Yeah.
you can't kick ball. Like you can only kick ball from like 5 usually. Like But somehow my mum got me in to them little toddler schools, 4 years old,
Yeah.
playing football in Sobel. That's where I used to play at the time. So I used to
Oh,
go to Sobel when I was around 4 or 5 years old.
okay, bro. I've got to stop you right there, yeah. Man,
Yeah.
them, if you don't know where Sobel Center is, yeah, in Islington, Sobel is legendary, bro. Yeah. But we'll get onto that. Sorry, go on there. Hold on, bro.
Yeah, man. So I started at Sobel around, like I said, 4 or 5. Then moved on to Ackland Burley. There was something going on at Ackland Burley. So I used to kick ball in Ackland Burley around, like I said, 5, 6. And then that's when my mum signed me up. So I used to go to play at Arsenal Soccer School. So like, bruv, on the next episode, I'll get the pictures and whatnot, and I'll be like, boom, Arsenal Soccer School. You see me in the Arsenal kit. There's like 30, 40 of us all there with the Arsenal kits. We're all there, played in Arsenal Soccer School. And, bruv, to be fair, man was one of the bright sparks. So I used to get like the player of the day, player of the, because Arsenal Soccer School used to run like Easter holidays,
Yeah.
the school holidays, half term. So the best players of the day or the best players from the whatever the week, you get Arsenal tickets. So like boom, I get my Arsenal ticket and I was there. I got my ticket and I was there. The Henry goal against Charlton, the back heel.
Yeah. Sick.
You get me? You
Yeah,
can go like that's
yeah.
like
Sick.
you're getting like 8, 9 now. So yeah, man, I started playing there. Got signed for a team under nines.
Mm,
You asked how good was I? My first ever games under nines.
mm.
Kickoff, went through the whole team, scored. We lost 6-2, but I got my goal. You get me? So yeah, man, like I was all right,
Mate,
man. I
that's
don't
sick
want to
still,
do
man.
more.
You know, that's sick still, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the yo, big up my child, yeah. CC, daddy loves you, yeah. um, you see, with myself, I started playing like fine, we'll get to that. I started playing football like young, like playing out summer holidays, yeah, weekends when I went going to church and stuff like that. I played for my school team, my primary school team, St. Mark's, but because I was like chubby, I'll call it chubby. My family used to call me dumpling in a dumpling
Mhm.
boy, yeah. And it's mad because they always put me in midfield, because the thing is, yeah, when you're like, because I was never that tall as growing up in my later years, I kind of had a mad growth spurs, but
Mm.
I was strong, yeah, and that's because I ate nothing but hard food, dumpling, yam, aki, banana, like roast bammy, yeah, mutton, all of that, yeah. That's how I grew up, innit?
Proper things.
So and the thing is, I was one of those guys where like I could play in multiple positions, but obviously, do you know when even in primary school, no people had their favorites, yeah. And my head teacher, like, do you know, is at that time I thought he was an arsehole, but not realizing he always wanted the best for man. You get me? And he was a white brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave May, yeah. Like I heard that he passed what was it, 15 years ago or something like that. God rest his
Mm.
soul and all of that. Um, but everyone always had their favorites. You know what I'm saying? And when you're naughty, people overlook certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they can't put like because I grew up in a thing where no one actually helps. No, not even helps. That's the wrong word. No one actually gives you anything when you're being naughty. Yeah, you don't get your way. You gotta
Mm.
earn this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's given. Everything's earned. Yeah. And then what was it? I was 8 years old. And the old armory for Arsenal, where they used to sell the shirts, that's what we used to call it, in it. The old
Yeah.
armory was in Frisbee
Finsbury
Park.
Park.
Yeah, Frisbee Park Station, right outside Frisbee Park Station,
I
right at the
think
front where the bus
Marks
is.
and
Yeah.
Spencer's now, or Marks and
No, no,
Spencer's
no,
next to it.
no. Marks Spencer's the other side. I think
No,
it's
but
Lidl's
there's
now.
something next to it. I don't know what
Yeah,
it
it's
is. If
no, no,
it's
it's Lidl's. It's Lidl's now.
no, exactly where that is.
Yeah.
There's something. I don't know if it's a Starbucks. There's
Oh
something
yeah, yeah. It's a
moving.
start. No, no, no. It's not Starbucks. What's the other one? Not Nero. It's Costa. Costa.
Yeah,
It's
because I
Costa,
think
Costa
there's
there, yeah.
Starbucks across the road, and
From
then
across the road, yeah, and then there's Costa,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
mm,
yeah, and then Pret a Manger right behind it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Um, I went down there as an 8-year-old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight from school. I was meant to be in Duncan Play Centre. I was like, I'm not going today. I went
done.
down there because I wanted to play for Arsenal in it. So I got the form because that's how it was back in the day. You used to walk in, ask for the form, they'll give it to you. You had to pay, I think it was £1 at that time to
Yeah.
register. Yeah, and
Okay.
then give it back, and then you have your trials and this and that. Yeah, I man got the wickedest beating blood when I got home when I was about to decide it. The reason why was because what I didn't understand at that time was I'm 8 years old. I'm rolling street by myself. I'm supposed to be somewhere. No one knew where I was. Anything could have happened to me. Anything could happen to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at
Forget the
that
team.
time, I was like, all I wanted to do was play for Arsenal. Yeah. And I wanted to play football. Yeah. But not realizing, yes, that maybe that could have happened, or maybe I could have played football at some kind of level at that point. But because of my behavior, because I didn't want to understand or hear, do you know the word no? Or like, I will give it to you. I'm just working 2 jobs while studying, while doing this. You know what I'm saying? Single parent. I didn't understand that at 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? All I understood was, why can't I? You get me?
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's mad. It's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I even look back at that, or even let's say tell the loved ones that surround me that story, yeah, they're like, oh shit. Like, but then that's me taking accountability of I was a child then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. Yeah. But then it's one of those things. And because I was so naughty, like when it was like football training and stuff, I couldn't go growing up, bro. Like because I went Holloway Boys in it, yeah. And first year I played for their team and stuff like that. And this is why, like, because I played with Jay Buffroy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This is why when you said Ackenburley, yeah, it was Ackenburley and Highbury Grove. Those two there was my arch nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Enemies, blood. I saw them man how I saw Tottenham man back in the day, blood. You know what I'm saying? On site. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. You know Philly Park, you get me? Yeah, it is what it is, yeah. But then because of my behavior, I couldn't go. You get me? Because I wanted to just be me, yeah, be the namesake, be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Hmm.
like I'd rather, what is it? I'd rather just be the guy who does what I want, when I want, how I want, not realizing that's not how life works. You get me?
Hmm.
Yeah. So my downfall is my own fault. You know what I'm saying? It's my own fault. This is why, like, because I always did play football when I played for later on I played for Islington Borough Boys and stuff like that. Yeah. But then it's mad. Big up my guy, Flawless. Shout out to Flawless. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a
Big
he's,
up,
he's a
man.
real inspiration. Let's just say
Yeah. Big up to him,
like,
man.
I'm not gonna say he's fraudulent today because of his second team, but he's an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Peoples, make sure you like and subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and Sarcasm City Clips. You know what I'm saying? Amazing channel with so much going on there. You know what I'm saying? I could break it down to you, but do you know what you can do? You can go on the link, you can click, you can see for yourself how much of a bad man and how much of an underrated person this brother is. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I'm here is because of that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So shout out to my brother Flawless every single time. That's
Big
that.
up.
He's a real G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of like my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things where I don't dwell on it, bro. You get me? Like, so what kind of team did you play for, bro?
So obviously, like I said, I was still in the primary school. You get me? So in year
Yeah,
5, so like I said,
yeah.
I was at Arsenal Soccer School. I used to play first Coram Fields. That's when I was under nines, then under tens. But that was a team called Hawks Athletic. Changed to Highbury Falcons.
Oh yeah, I know them.
Moved
Yeah,
to Market Road.
yeah,
But I think I was playing the year above, so we used to go to the McDonald's League. McDonald's
yeah.
League in
Yeah, yeah. All right, quick question. You said you played the market role. Did you ever buck Hogan or Aiden?
Aiden O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he played on my team. But obviously, we'll get
Oh,
into that.
yeah. Okay, cool. Don't worry. We're cooking people. You're Blackie, your mic again, yeah. But sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I think it's going in and
Yeah,
out.
yeah. It's going in and that. It's going in and that. Yeah. Sorry, people. StreamYard is just messing up. It's one of the two. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is
Yeah,
what it
man.
is. Unfortunately, things like this happens. You know what I'm saying? All we have to do is just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Sorry, carry on, my brother.
if it gets too mad, then I'll just. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. For now, it's calm. But yeah, man. So McDonald's League, boom, boom, boom. Got obviously my manager, he gassed it up in it. I'll be honest. He said I scored 96 goals in the McDonald's League in the season, innit? But he said he added 20. So I'll take my 76. Yeah, I'll take my 76 goals in that McDonald's League. So I completely cooked that league over there. Then, but at the same time, I'm in Pakeman, year 5, playing for the year 6s. And then finally in year 6, I'm playing in my year. We won the Islington Cup. So you go to Crystal Palace to represent the Islington borough against all the other
Oh yeah.
boroughs
Yeah.
in the whole of London. So
Yeah.
we went over there. Obviously, we lost. You get me? You're bad in your borough, but you're not bad in London. You
Bruv,
go
trust me, I realized that fast. Yeah, yeah.
Westminster. You get that Lambeth. Yo, bro, cook you, you know. So yeah, man. So that's sort of what happened in primary school. Then obviously you move on. I'm still with that team, Highbury Falcons. Then I moved on to Islington Wolves, but throughout all of that, I had trials at Fulham and also Chelsea. I didn't get in there, but so I get into Islington Wolves. This is where I started playing with Aiden now. So
Oh.
Aiden's already at Millwall or Charlton.
Yeah,
He's at one.
no, it was at Charlton at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at one of them anyway.
Yeah.
His dad's a scout for one of them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, obviously played with Aiden. So, obviously we won the league that season. You get me?
Yeah.
I put my input in.
Yeah.
I don't need to say. People that know, they know in it. But then I got trials for Leyton Orient and Tottenham. So I had trials Leyton Orient and Tottenham at the same time. Went there. Tottenham, they're like, yeah, we like what we see. 6 further weeks. Leyton Orient, yeah, we like what we see. Give you a trial to the end of the season. I went for about a week and then boom. You get me? The roads happened. So that's the next part of the story.
Yeah.
We'll leave that.
Yeah. Follicle, please. You know what I'm saying? No. For myself, like when at those tender ages, it was more of because, like I said, my parents had like three. Well, my mom had 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a rolling stone. Is what I'm saying. Where he laid his hat was his home. You get me? It is what it is. Like I'm mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Like he passed a few years ago. He actually passed when I was in Turkey, 2019. Yeah, but you know what? It is what it is. Is what I'm saying. Like it's hard for me to be sad about someone I didn't know. I just feel bad for the people who did know him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how real I can be. It was more for me growing up like that. It was more of the football, like with the football, because of, like I said, I keep saying, because I was so bad, I was so naughty. It was that I couldn't go to these things. This is what I'm saying. Every time I had an opportunity to do something, I would fuck up. That's how plain and simple I can say it, bro. You get me? I loved that side of the life too much, bro. You get me? Because when you're growing up and seeing people that's very close to you, meaning family members and stuff like that, within that life, when you're going, when you're growing up, constantly going back and forth from Jamaica, you're seeing certain things. And like I'm a single digit, bro. So my mind's like a sponge. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the people that, and the thing is, the people that I was around was like loyal, but they, like I said, they're from the other side of the tracks. And when it's like when you've got outside influences where they're not blood related, you can kind of get away from that. You know what I'm saying? When they can come in your home and then you're seeing certain things firsthand, like you want to be that. So, and because of that reason, and because like single parent, single mom, 3 kids, and all of that, like I said, this ain't no X Factor thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for a record deal. That's not who I am. Yeah. I couldn't go to certain things because either my mom was always working, so there's no one ever to take us. You know what I'm saying? So it was always me, my brother, my sister. So, but because Islington Boxing Club, yeah, was literally like 3 minutes walk from my house. My mum always allowed me to go there because you know what, yeah, I always loved boxing as well. and it's literally around the corner. So she could pick up the house phone and say, "Yo, is Dan C there?" Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That because she knows I like to wonder. You get me? And I actually loved it, bro. So instead of like going down the whole boxing route because literally I just couldn't because of my behavior and other factors, I kind of love the boxing. Yeah, I took a liking to boxing, but I always had that footballing spirit where when there's an Arsenal match that I can go to watch on TV, like at my aunt's house, because my aunt was the one that was always patterned with the Sky and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not even Sky, cable. You know what I'm saying? If you know cable, you understand. You get me? And then man can chip that cable box. You get me? Yeah. That's when I got it. Yeah, but regardless, that's when I could actually watch Arsenal when Arsenal was televised at 3 o'clock at certain times. You get me? When man had to go into teletext to see what the latest transfer was. Teletext, brother. You get me? Yeah, I'm bringing it back now, bro. So it's for me, it's like I would love to come and say that, you know what? Yeah, I had trials and had this, but because of my actions, because of my behavior, because of who I was growing up, I wanted to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm single digits, bro. Yeah, I grew up. It's like this, yeah. When you grow up in our day and age, we had to grow up. We had to grow up quick because we didn't realize that, like, not all of us could get the Commodore 64s, yeah, the Spectrums, the what's the one of the Alex the Kid, the Mega Drive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not all of us could afford that stuff. So what we could do was play out because it's free. It costs £1.50. You know what I'm saying to play out? Yeah, where you can get a bag of sweets for 20 pence. You know what I'm saying? You can get chips and wings for like 90 pence. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, I'm talking about 4 wings and proper chips. You get me back in the day. So it's mad. So that's kind of like my journey just before I hit adolescence, before I hit the teenager years. So, bro, talk to me about your teenager years, bro. Sorry, go on. What was you gonna say?
Nah, I was gonna say, like, obviously, quite man still got a lot of stuff to get into. I don't even feel like we should be giving them teenage years for the next episode.
Bro, do you know what? Yeah, I think so still, bro. I think so still. No, do you know what? That's a good shout still. That's a good shout still.
Because I was still gonna say, like, about I used to play football in every estate in Islington.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's another bit that I didn't even touch on. Like literally playing. I was my school team. I don't know how the mic is, but my school team, they didn't really let me play. My primary school team, like they tried to kick me out of primary school, like for happy slaps and them things. You know what I'm saying? So like, what I'm saying. I feel like we got loads of this episode.
I talk your talk, blood. Talk your talk. Let's get to the nitty gritty and all of that, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a conversation, so this is all we know. Come on, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, man. So obviously, like I was saying, so while I'm playing football, so you've got the school football, you've got the outside football, as in with a team, and then you've also got the football where you used to live. So I used to live on Coleridge Road after Jackson Road. Coleridge Road is behind the UCKG in Finsbury Park.
Yeah.
So either side of you've got 6 Acres and Andover, Islington, and Harvest.
Is that the road where Cash and Carry is? Or is that the next road down?
Cash and Carry. Maybe. It's probably so long ago. So you got UCKG, the big church in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
7 Sisters. And then you got is it Hornsey? That road going towards
Hornsey. Yeah, Hornsey Road, yeah.
So I'm literally behind the church, and then to my right is Andover 6 Acres. To my left is Islington, Harvest. So I used to play ball there, Whittington, Market, EC1. Sometimes, man, like everywhere. So I'm just playing, and that's where you see, like you say, about the influences in 6 Acres / Azul. Then you got the Somalians there over there. They're doing, and you're seeing 1, 2 things. You're like, what's going on over there? So then, because we ain't really got into us growing up. Like, what did we do when we say we was bad dudes? What was you doing, Carl? I might have been trying to throw rocks at cars.
Man had catapults and stuff like that back in those days, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man was on some yeah, go on, fam. Do your thing.
And
Talk your talk, blood.
this is what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
man's over there in 6 acres. The 6 acres. This is where like man used to discover my love for getting chased. So man will just slap the ball. Someone called Nils dad.
yeah,
People will vouch for me when they hear me talk about Nils dad. So Nils dad lived behind the football pitch. The football pitch is here, Nils dad's house. So man used to just go volley the ball at his house.
yeah.
My man used to come out and chase man every single time. He's
Yeah,
always chasing man. One day, yeah,
yeah.
Nils dad had enough, bruv. I swear down. We're in
Yeah.
6 acres. You know where 6 acres
Bro,
is, innit?
I know where 6 acres is. My boy, he was at Baby G, like, took me there. Well, that, but
Yeah.
that's for another day. Yeah, go on.
So blood, my man, Neil's dad, one day, he had enough of me kicking a ball at his ass. He
Mm,
chased me from 6 acres
mm.
deep into like Bont Hall Road, blood.
Yeah,
And as a little you, that's not really far as a big man. Like you
no,
can kind
yeah,
of run that because you got
yeah.
longer limbs. But as a kid, like
Ages.
that's a 5 minute chase.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah,
chases are 10 to 30 seconds.
yeah.
You accelerate and the adult gives up. But
Yeah.
Noah's dad, he had enough. He
He pissed off,
chased
bro.
me, bro. He chased me all the way. And bruv, he was so quick. Like, he caught me. I got into the shop. I started throwing the onions. I'm just like, bro. I'm like, save me! Save me!
Man started throwing up his blood. Are you
You
sure you
know,
went?
you, like, you're just running past and you're like, yo.
Man's got me dying out here. Man started throwing onion blood.
Bro, I'm dashing everything. Dash that, yeah.
Oh
And
shit,
he's
man, that's
got me
fucking
on the
funny.
floor. I'm
Mm.
like, oh, save me.
Yeah.
Boss man, like, yo, he's a kid. What you doing?
Yeah.
Boss man stuck it on him and he allowed me. And that's the first ever
Yeah.
chase I got
Mm.
caught. That was like year 5. And I'm like, Nils dad? Yeah, Nils
Yeah.
dad's on it. I didn't go back to Nils dad's house after that because he
Yeah.
showed, man, he will catch me. And
Yeah.
next time, if he catches you before you get to that shop, he's gonna fuck you up. So I didn't go back to Nils dad. And then I carried on getting them chases. Like you get a chase, like you go to Market Road, then you're escalating what you're doing. You're getting like I don't know, like a rock smashing a cab driver's window,
Yeah.
and then you're like, yo, there was like an Eritrean shop. That was my big mistake one day. We smashed their window.
1 second,
The
is that the one on Cali Road?
No, the Eritrean shop is in 6 acres.
Okay, yeah. No. Yeah, I don't remember that
So
one.
it's just a new shop. And
Mhm.
then boom. So we used to be, Andover and 6 acres, there's one
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
So we should just go throwing stuff and like just doing weird stuff like weeing on people.
You know that's magic though.
Bro,
You know
you
that's
just
mad,
do
did
it.
it?
Bro, you're just doing man. You just dumb. Like, bro, like this was saying, I was just naughty. Like,
Yeah.
I was just doing naughty stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And then boom. One day, the Eritreans now they had enough and they've
Yeah.
chased man into Andover.
Yeah.
And then they had a glass bottle this time.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
Andover, you got the steps that go like the slope. It's
Yeah, the
got
slope, a slope and like 2 steps and then more slopes. Yeah.
my man ducked beneath the slope. Like, shout out my brother Risky. Like, they
Yeah.
tried to lick off his head. I'm like, yo, this is getting serious now.
Yeah.
And that's sort of coming towards the end of being chased because it's like people are now like, nah, you
Yeah.
man are not just primary school kids, you're getting older, blood.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, obviously, we'll continue the certain type of badness. But, yo, chat to me about your days as a little You rant.
I look a naughty rascal up, blood. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah. Like there's certain things I'm not gonna say. Is what I'm saying because uh, certain things that went too far. You know what I'm saying? Where I was one of those like I was a live wire. Yeah. Um, you see, what we used to do is that like we used to when it was little piece, yeah, we used to have a little gag, you know what I'm saying? Like we was 7, 8 years old, bro. Like and because it's Andover Estate, it was like baby mom central. Let's just say them time there. So there used to be people in Elthorne Park, Sunnyside Park to some, Elthorne Park to others, right? There was always like people that used to be drinking tenants. You know what I'm saying? They weren't even druggies, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were just alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? This is like just before the whole drug epidemic and stuff like that. In the late 80s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like early 90s, sorry. Yeah. So like us, man, we used to just rob them, bro. When they used to get drunk, foolishly, we used to rob their clothes. I mean, rob their not clothes, rob their money and stuff like that in their pocket. They didn't care, bro. You get me? We used to get footballs, bro. It's mad because we'll be on the corner of Hornsey, yeah, of Hornsey and Sunnyside Park Road. That's why, because it's the road going up, yeah. But before we come to onto Whittington, right? Man's like us, yeah, we should just get a football, bro, yeah. Any car that goes past, yeah, we used to try and like let's just curl it, yeah, see if we can lick off someone's window, blood, and it's just like that. When man used to stop, yeah. You see, man, like us, we're so stupid because when big man used to stop and chase us through the park, yeah, we'll get away because that's our ends. You know what I'm saying? We know where all the little cranny things are and know where to go, bro.
Shortcuts, yeah.
But you see, man, like us, bro. Do you know how dumb we are, fam? We forgot that our mothers just bought us a fresh football, blood. You know what I'm saying? And what the fuck are we gonna play with later? You get what I'm saying? It was mad, bro. Yeah, because it was the point of what car can you hit? Can you break a glass? You know what I'm saying? So you're using technique, yeah. It's like a through ball onto someone. You know what I'm saying? But it's just pigging off the glass, bro. Yeah. And we were doing things like what was it? Because I had a catapult in it. Yeah, I had a Black Widow before Black Widows were famous. You get what I'm saying and stuff like that. Like it's have Black Widows. We used to put like little marbles in that, bruv. Yeah, right. We used to stand up because okay, you know Sunnyside Park, innit? Yeah. Let's say you're going towards Elthorne Park, say. So you know you're going towards not Sunnyside Park because you know there's two hills, yeah, hill drop and Sunnyside, yeah. Who's on the hill drop side? Yeah, the other side. You know what I'm saying? We used to wait for cars to go past, yeah. We used to put the ting back, ping straight into someone's window, blood. Yeah, right through, blood. You know what I'm saying? You know how many cars we lick, blood, and because there's so many trees before you get into the entrance, yeah, you couldn't see where that shit was coming from, fam. Hit me,
We're scumbags,
bruv. It was mad, bruv. That was good old days of like when he used to put we used to have those proper water balloons. Yeah, you used to put some what is it, flour and then water in there, yeah. And that's people in the summer, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like those things there, they were like 10 pence for like 100 or something like that. We were bored kids. You know what I'm saying? We were kids in a big estate, a known estate, blood. People around us, like they were bad breed. We wanted to, you know, be something like that instead of just sitting home like a good little picnic star. Like, but bro, did you know it is? It's crazy because you know when you like even I'm talking about look back at it because some things that I haven't even remembered from back in those days, blood. Yeah, where for example, one time when I was in school, when I got suspended. Me and him had let's say picnic beef. Yeah, I think it was like my team beat his team in football or something like that. It was one Greek brother. Yeah. Well, what it is because I was 8 or 9, so 9. I remember walking up the stairs, yeah, just before just after the last playtime, because you know in school you used to get free playtimes, yeah. I think this was like at 2 o'clock or something like that. I think that was the last playtime or 2:30, 2 o'clock, something like that, yeah. So my mum must have said, your mum's a black bitch, yeah. Fuck you, your mum's a black bitch, blood, yeah, blood. All I heard was your mum, yeah. That's all I heard, bro. You see me,
that's
yeah, I
good.
drew my head back, went, bam, yeah, you know, old English, like, you see the headbutt, yeah, that's old English, you get what I'm saying? I went, bam, yeah, nose went, boom, yeah, not just that, he rolled down the stairs, blood, yeah, ambulance had to come, madness, bro, madness, so, like, the teacher grabbed my arm, remember, teacher grabbed my arm, yeah, and then because my brother, everyone was coming to class, so I was like, Don, your brother, whatever. My brother must have ran, like, and my brother was like, get off me. It was like a little melee. So anyway, like they got my brother back to class. They took me to the head teacher's office, right? And then, like my mum came. Yo, big up peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mum came in, and then she was like, the head teacher, Dave May, was like, yeah, your son been in an altercation, yeah, and he's sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting there, yeah, and do you know when I was young, yeah, like I said, I was an angry child, not even an angry child, I was just bad in it, I was just naughty. I'm not gonna blame it on nothing, but it was just badness in it, bad, me wanting to be bad, yeah, and then he said, oh, your son has injured another person, injured another child, yeah, and it's very severe. He had to go to hospital. Unfortunately, it looks like his nose was bleeding and all the rest of it. Anyway, I must have said, in the head teacher's office. I remember like yesterday because he's sitting there, was a brown table and two chairs with what was it, brown and green, like you know, the covering, the old school covering, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wooden stuff like that. And I was like, no. He said he said it was a black bitch. You know what I'm saying? He said, and then he said, oh, no, we didn't, innit? Yeah, he said, no, I don't think that did happen. I think you're making it up. But luckily, yeah, the other kids heard it. Luckily, the other kids heard it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they must have told their parents, yeah, and they was waiting outside to tell my mom the thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, the head teacher said, unfortunately, we're going to suspend him, but he might be excluded. You know what I'm saying from primary school. You know what I'm saying from doing that for the violent conduct. So the next day I had to go back into school, right, but with my mum. Like my mum didn't even talk to me the whole night. You know what I'm saying? My mum didn't even talk to me the whole night.
Yeah.
So the next day, like my mum had to go in. So they must have saw me. Yeah, they must have saw me, and I saw the guys, the boy's parents, his mum and dad came in. Yeah. So walked in. They was just coming out of the office. Luckily, one of the parents with their child came to me. He says, "Oh, my mom said, yo, blah blah blah. My son said this to me, like, and I think I need to tell you before you lot go in there." Anyway, was walking in, and then the parent said, "Oh, what your son said was right." You know what I'm saying? That's what you called him. So my mom asked her to come in. Blah blah blah. Long story short, we sat down. She said it now. Yeah, she said, yeah, your child said it. So I knew that. Do you know? It's not the teacher. I don't think the teacher wanted to get rid of me, the head teacher. It's just that because of my previous behavior, and like you can see that. Do you know what? Yeah, there's patterns in certain things. If someone's showing violence or someone's naughty, the violent thing is the next thing. What's the next thing going to be? This is what I'm saying. This is why earlier I said I didn't have a lot of playtime. You know what I'm saying? This is why I play chess so much. And he must have, and then she told it. She said, "My child explained this to me last night, and I needed to come forward and tell you." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the head teacher said, "Okay, cool," because they was going to exclude me. He said, "We're not going to exclude him, but then we're going to suspend him, like carry on with the suspension for 2 weeks." My mum, like, my mum didn't say enough. She said, "Okay, cool." And so when my mum went home, yeah, oh my days, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what it is? No, I didn't even, bro. My mum didn't even give. All my mum said is, she said, "Don," because it was my mum that originally used to call me Don, innit? Yeah. Like when she's angry, she called me my full government name, blood. When she calls me Don, yeah, now she calls me Don, yeah, I figure. But back in the day, when she called me Don, it was more disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was like, Don, I understand that you was like sticking up for my name and that, you know what, yeah, you're standing up for me. But now you are suspended. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen with you for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. My mom's a nurse. You know what I'm saying? They weren't giving out holiday at that time because, like I said before, I used to go to Jamaica in the summer holidays, winter, this, that, blah, 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 blah. So when my mom was like, look, right, this one I can't even say much to you. it's more about disappointment. Yeah. So 2 twos, I must have stayed with my aunt for 2 weeks. Yeah. The things that's for another day. You know what I'm saying? So when I went back to school, I had what they classed as slow inclusion. Yeah. So I weren't actually in the class, but I was still studying. Yeah. So it was like the thing that with the curriculum, they was still giving me my maths, my English, and whatever not they gave at that time to the whole class, but I had to do it by myself. Yeah. In the deputy's head's office. You know what I'm saying? For like I think it was a week. And I did get let out to play. Yeah, it's like I was in pen, bro. You know what I'm saying? I did get let out to play, but I had to do it for like 5, 10, 15 minutes, but while being watched by the teacher. And then when they call my name, I had to go back in. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I kind of like bucked up here and realized one thing that I don't want to ever do is disappoint my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because like when it comes to all that licks and all of that shouting and a rare tear, after a while you get used to that shit. You know what I'm saying? You kind of play on that. You get me?
That work.
Yeah. But one thing that I didn't like that moment there, because what my mom did, yeah, that always stayed with me. She just spoke to me. She spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? It was more of a, you're my son and I love you. Yeah. And I know you've always got my back. Yeah. But you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've let me down.
She said so much because my mom's a proud Caribbean woman, blood. Yeah. Because it's all about the namesake and all of this. And I get it. Like at the time as a child, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. Because when my kids start acting stupid, yeah, when my kids were young and if they was in school or something like that, and someone said something like that, like, you got my back, I don't care if you fucked up, you got your back, I'll deal with you when you get home. Yeah. But I've got your back. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those things where that disappointment kind of hurt me. And it's funny because my last 2 years in primary school, I actually got better. Yeah. I kept all my shit outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like my mom always say, like, no matter what you do in life, don't ever bring trouble on your doorstep. Don't shit where you lay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
School was where I laid as well. So I had to kind of pattern that in a different way. This is the way a 9-year-old mind's working, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just because of all the badness and all the people that I was around, like all the kids and this and this and this and this from the hood. You know what I'm saying? All the area that I grew up in. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
So I just literally started playing chess because I knew that like boxing, yeah. My mom said to me at that point, like a little bit later, I'm gonna have to give up boxing because she felt that it's bad for me because it's like she said like her words was, then I lick out your senses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All you want to do is fight. You get me? Yeah. Not realizing that was actually good for me because I had so much energy, like, and that was something that was also good at that I could actually go to without chess because you have to remember everything that I wanted to do, I couldn't do because of my behavior. So I kind of got pushed into chess. Yeah. Because for me, it's better than sitting down doing nothing or doing lines on a blackboard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I grew up with lines days. Yeah. I could play chess and I got good at that. Yeah. Through me not going football, I got good at boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there were two things that I grew to love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I always had football there, these are two things that I grew to love. That, like, I still play chess with my kids. Like I said, boxing. Yeah, I can hit the pads. I can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But
more watch it.
Yeah. I'd rather watch it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I taught my kids how to box and stuff like that. I still got the pads and like, it's like, it was beautiful to understand. Well, not to understand that, but to love something that I didn't understand at that time. Yeah. But then when I was outside, bro, yeah, when my cousins come down from Nottingham, bro, yeah. When we used to roll out, blood, and we used to be like, yeah, we got the boys around us, we got the family members around us, loyalty, man, single digit, blood. We're going down to like, because it's like back in the day, you see, Andover and Elthorn, yeah, we used to hate each other. Okay. We used to fucking hate each other from the teens to the single digits, bro. So we used to go down there. We used to fight them.
Done.
Oh, it's mad. And then the funny thing is, yeah, I used to ice skate in it. There's a stage when I used to play ice hockey in it, like mad days, yeah. And like just afterwards, yeah, there was Seaman, bro, and I didn't realize, yeah, man, there I saw man slipping and this and that. I'm little, bro, yeah, and then I'm rocking out with 2-3 people, blood, just coming out ice skating, bro, yeah. My brother's coming in, jumping in, bucks and kicks and elbows and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? Like, And it's mad, brother. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that all of this shit happened just even before I was even 11, bruv. You get me?
Yeah.
That's how
Uh,
forward we was, just because we were outside from young, bro. Because obviously those days it was different. Like childminders, our parents could afford that. Yeah, most of us grew up as like single parents with like family members on crud, or they just wasn't around. Jamaica, this, whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So it was more of those things where, like, we thought it was at that time. It was we thought we had to survive. We thought we had to be back to survive. Bloody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and with the influence that I had around me, that's the only thing that I knew. You get me? Because there was no thing about like the after school clubs was like saying, what was it, Duncan? Yeah, and that got boring because then it's like when you're young, when you're like 5, 6, yeah, that's cool because you're still playing. As you get older, you want to play different. You know what I'm saying? When you're 9, 10, it sounds mad. People sounds mad. When you're 9, 10, yeah, you're actually starting to really getting attracted to girls because now you're going through your kind of puberty. I don't know what age of people what puberty, yeah. But then do you know when you're playing that with girls? Because when you're like 9, 10, girls are lit shortly, they're developing up shortly, so you're getting these feelings that you never thought before. You know what I'm saying? When you're 10, 11, yeah. So then you're trying to play up to the chicks now. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and all of this, and all of this, and all of this, and all of this. So, well, that's literally what it was. It was just about having fun. But then my kind of fun was costing people money. You know what I'm saying? Was it worth it? No, it wasn't. Would I change it? No, I wouldn't. Never. Because you know what? Yeah, realistically, those ages there was kind of like the best times of my life personally, but yet it made me to become the man I am today. And for me, that's the most important thing, bro, because I see it like this, yeah. If you've ever baked a cake or biscuits, yeah, when you first start, you got the milk, you got the sugar, you got the yeast, you got this, what vanilla, whatever you're using it, yeah. When you put it all together and the eggs and you don't mix it up, it looks horrible. Yeah, it looks like a hot mess. But then when you stir it up, yeah, it looks slimy. Yeah, you're thinking, what the hell is this? Look like calming porridge, yeah, whatever. And not many people know what that is, and not many people like it unless you're from the culture. Yeah. But then when you put it in a baking tray in the oven, it becomes something so beautiful. Yeah. Something so beautiful. The finished article. And this is why I'll never change it. This is why I'm like, even when I'm talking about certain parts of my life and how I grew up and stuff like this, yeah, because you know what, yeah, to certain people, this might not sound attractive. To certain people, they say, how can he? But the thing is, yeah, we all grew up in different circumstances. This is what I'm saying. We all grew up with different things around us in different hoods. Some people grew up with let's say, grandparents, like aunts, uncles always around, mom, dad, brothers, like 2.4 kids, yeah. But nowadays, they don't even talk to their parents. You know what I'm saying? Then there's me that grew up with brother, sister, mom, bad breed cousin, this and that. My mom said, Don, can you do this for me? Yeah, cool. Do you know what was one of the proudest moments I did when I grew up? Do you know what one of the proudest moments I did when I grew up? Was able to pay for my mom's holiday to Jamaica. Yeah. And give her spending money. That was one of the most proudest moments where I grew up because I was that guy. Yeah. Growing up. Yeah. But then guess what? Everything that I said previously led up to that day, and obviously we'll indulge in more in that. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, I will never change it for the world because you've always got to look up and look forward. You know what I'm saying? People, they fuck up in life, and especially when you're young and dumb, like that's what mistakes are there for, man. You hear me? Because it's like I grew up now in the thing where each one has to teach one. You hear me? But yeah, growing up was so detrimental, was crazy. But yeah, with my kids, I will never judge them for the little stuff that they did, just because like just me being me, I was a bad kid. I understand kids, bro. I understand that. Do you know what it is? Being a kid, you don't understand at the time because you're having fun, but as you grow older, you realize that when you're a child, you do stupid things. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like the stuff that you're doing is not for now. It's what you do later on in life. That's what you're judged on, and that's what like determines where you're gonna go forward. It's mad, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But can you believe it? All the crap that we done, and we haven't even touched 10 yet, bro. We haven't even gone forward towards the adolescence, to the teenage
And
years. This is what I'm saying. Where,
and
where, where,
and,
where, where
and
go on, sorry.
And I was even gonna say, like, man, still got more to tell about, like, Market Road, and
Yeah.
man's going towards Market Road, and then you see the Prozzies. There's
Yeah.
Prozzies, like, she got red
Coming down
arse
from
and that.
King's
She's
Cross,
flashing
coming down,
herself.
bro, walking down from King's Cross on York Way, yeah, straight down to Market Road, blood. Yeah, that, I remember that, bro. That's for a different time. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've heard about what you're talking about. I don't know.
On
I
Cali
think
Road. Yeah,
remember I'm
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
little younger,
Bro.
but I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was mad, bro. When you strap up that, that's for another
But
time, bro. Yeah.
But there's one more thing. As you talk about primary school as well, like,
Mm,
man got kicked out for happy slaps.
serious.
Like, I remember I got, like, not kicked out but excluded. Like, so
Yeah.
man's going down them bad hills. You,
Mm,
like you were saying, year four, because you basically said year four is when you got that
yeah.
headbutt, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2 years
Yes,
later you
yeah,
survive. Like me,
yeah.
year four was when it basically went downhill, because my mum, she had a knee operation, and then man's having to go to school by myself,
Mm,
and
mm,
then boom, year five. Now man's basically been excluded one day because the teacher tried to grab me, and I just moved him off me. So
yeah,
I kind of got banned from the year six football team. So I didn't
yeah,
play for the rest of that year. Year six comes,
yeah,
and then you're doing the happy slaps, but
mm,
man's doing like fly kicking people,
yeah, yeah,
and then they've put me in reception. Like, they
sure.
put me in reception.
Yeah,
Like, I'm having to go to school, but I'm going with the receptions. I
yeah.
got little kids stealing each other's milk and cookies and badding each other up.
That's mad.
So, but man just about got through. So we just thank God that man got through, in it. You get me, car. I could have even been in a worse situation getting kicked out in primary school, bruv.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
even imagine that, man. But yeah, man, I guess we'll leave secondary school for the next episode, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, of course, man. All right, fam. Yo, peoples. Yeah. Make sure you liking and subscribing on both channels. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Black Art Propaganda Machine. Yeah. Don't see. Donversation TV. Peoples. Yo, before we go out, yeah, have you got anything coming up? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We won't say too much of what we're going to do for the next session or the next
Mm.
episode, but you might have to just lock in. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you're putting that notification bell on, you will never miss an episode. And if you did, just watch it back. But when you're watching it back, just hit that like and make sure you comment, because we always get to our comments, bro. Have you got anything coming up, my brother?
I might go live again at 10:30 for the Champions League slash maybe a Champions League review, sort of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might go live again. I'll see. But apart from that, obviously, we weekly Arsenal match reactions. You get me, and 1-2
Yeah.
previews and the Premier League previews, and then we got the transfer markets open, so we'll do that daily. But yeah, man, come on, man. Wait, and I'm told I've reached 1,000 subscribers
Bro.
as well. So big up to everyone, man. Big up, man.
I find we need to have a fucking 1,000 party, on reaching 1,000 party stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you're ready, just shout at me, bro. And you know I'm there. That's what I'm saying. That we've got to respect it. We've got management respect for everyone, blood. You know what I'm saying? We're all out here trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? And everyone win. But people, do you know? First and foremost, I want to thank the chat and for the people and the silent listeners for just listening to our stories. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, I hope that all of you have liked and subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Gunnar, to Godfrey, to Sham. You know what I'm saying? The people that was in there. Big up Zay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big up Flawless, my G, all the time, each and every time. You hit me, Gab. You know what I'm saying? Just big up everyone. You know what I'm saying? If I missed your name, I apologize. Yeah. Oh, did I say Zay that pussy? Oh, yeah, I did. Old tight Chris, you get me? I'm saying old tight the family, my daughter, my son, like people's them. You get me? Yeah. I haven't got anything set in stone yet, but you might see me on someone's stream. You know what I'm saying? And if not, I'll do my own. I might do a live watch along on Sunday, depending what time I can get back to London, because we've got Arsenal, Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You'll see something here and there. Peoples, yeah. Please be warm, because it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? And like the streets, they're dark. we were dark since we were young. Yeah, it's not a good thing that we saw the light. It is what it is, but that's for the episode 2. People's manners and respect. Bless up.